Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Bo.
I'm Win.
And this is our transactions for the first paycheck of February. We're just closing that out as of the 8th. This was incredibly complicated for me, at least, to figure out how this was going to work. So let's just get started with our transactions starting on February 2nd.
So we've got her pay. She brought in $671.
And that is half a paycheck because I split my paychecks between weeks because I get paid on the off weeks of his. I switched my paychecks a little bit to line up with his. That's it.
As well, she got a refund. Brought in an additional $585. Doesn't hurt.
Yep. And we paid B and D, which is a collections. That was $50. Second to last payment.
The last one's not even going to be a whole 50. It's going to be like 16 something.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
Yep, absolutely. And I gave him grocery money because he does the majority of the grocery shopping. It's either him or us together. I never go by myself, so he just holds on to the grocery money.
We tried that. Didn't work.
Correct. And then, so fun fact, so I paid both of his credit cards off. I paid both of his credit cards off, but then found out that we didn't do it in time for no interest to be charged. So I had to pay off the interest of $11. That was on the Navy Federal Credit Union credit card. So that's what that was. So now it is officially paid off, and the account is closed. So we're not going to have that problem again. And then YouTube Premium Family came out for $23. And then on the 3rd, we got refunded for half of the utilities because our apartment is so strange. We share utilities with the apartment
In front of us.
Yeah, with the apartment in front of us. It's a 3-unit apartment building. And yeah, our utilities are split between us and the next door neighbor. So that was $294. And then this was a little snacky snack and going out to dinner with my friend. $72, way more than I budgeted for.
Must have been a really good snacky snack.
The snack was $6, and then the going out to dinner was $66. But it was on the same day, so just added it together.
I still dream of a $72 snack. Whatever.
Okay. Oh, okay. Whew. Sorry. I was trying to laugh. Try not to laugh. Okay. And then on the 6th, again, this was interest, $113, this time on the Chase credit card. So now that one is completely paid off. It's going to be closed soon. Yes, it's going to be closed soon, but hasn't been closed just yet. And then I saved some money, so I set aside $89 for insurance. That's car and renter's insurance. $33 for Christmas, $14 for my emergency fund. And then on the 7th, Netflix came out. That was $14. And I sent $43 to Wynn's student loan because we are basically what had happened was my plan is to send $167 per paycheck to his debt. Now, that number got, a little screwy with all these payments, but the $43 rounds out the $167 for like the normal payments. And then on the 8th, which was really the 10th, but it was just math is hard, and
Really is.
Yeah, and we have kids, so it was a struggle to get transactions done before today. So I sent an additional $1,767 to a student loan, and that rounds out the end of the $14,000 that I took out of my emergency fund, which is up here, right? And then just to finish out everything and to bring our budget to zero, I sent $173 to insurance, $339 to school, $34 to furniture, $126 to our wedding fund, and an additional $230 to my emergency fund. So that is it for this paycheck. Now you can see that I have the additional $671 up for the 9th, but that is just because it's the other half of this check. So
also, I feel like it's worth pointing out that the previous payday for me was 808. Terrible. Too many days missed. This one is going to be 1,116 and some change. I think 34 cents.
Right, but we already posted the budget video, so anyone who's watched that already knows that. That posted on Thursday.
That's fair.
I'm
just very pleased that my checks are going back in the right direction. That's all that's about.
Okay, fantastic. And I forgot to put the paperclip on, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So let's see what this means for the paycheck. And yes, this is, y'all. It felt like I was conspiracy theory, like drawing strings on a map on the wall. It was real wild. But the math checked out. So final numbers here. His paycheck, $808. My paycheck, $1,449.
Topsy-turvy.
Yep. Other income. This is my refund from my homeowner's insurance for the house that I sold in September, and the reimbursement for half the utilities from last month, $879. And then I took $14,000 from my emergency fund, and he had $331 for rollover. So that brings our total inflow to $17,467, which of course is more than budgeted, and we are a-okay with that. So no investing, because that's not where we are right now. And then for his spending, rent was $1,225 as budgeted. Kid bills $103. This is his portion of the kids' health insurance. And then $50 for B&D collections. Now, internet and S&M collections, those didn't come out by the 8th. So, in theory, if he had had a normal paycheck, that amount would have been rolled over. And I put the rollover down here. I put it in purple because it's technically like savings for next paycheck. However, it's not really savings because I want the numbers to still match up as much as possible. So,
it's not a zero-based budget worksheet. Still gotta math the right math.
Yes, we still gotta math the right math. Okay, so that means we're a little short. So this should have been $1,499, but it was $1,433. But that's okay because that's what. Oh my goodness, Kitty, really?
You're not wrong, Cerberus. You just don't have the right timing.
Correct. Okay. So, as I was saying, in theory, if he had full paycheck, would have loved to roll over this full amount for these two to pay for it next paycheck. However, that didn't happen, so all we're rolling over is $55, which brings the subtotal for his spending to $1,433, which is the same as what he brought in between the reimbursement for half the utilities and his paycheck. So that leaves us with $16,034. He did not save anything because he didn't have money. So then we come to my side of the budget. So my spending, $37 to monthly bills as expected, $167 to Wynn's debt as the normal payment that I'm planning to make going forward. The normal minimum payment that I'm planning to make going forward. It's not his actual minimum, but that's what I'm planning for because that is it's basically the average of his minimum payments for his credit cards if I was still paying his credit cards. And then $72 for dining out, which it's not great.
She works hard for the money.
I did work hard for the money. And then $220 for groceries as budgeted. We decided that we are no longer going to unstuff groceries. The money's just going to roll over to the next week. So that
is... like the boys won't eat it up.
Correct. They each eat as much as I do, and there's 3 of them. It's wild. And then health got $120 as expected. All the rest of these got what was budgeted for. $60 to household shopping. That's everything, for the house. Like laundry detergent, toilet paper, stuff. Birthdays got $20, clothing got $40, shoes got $40. We've been spending a lot on clothes and shoes. And then pet food got $40, transportation got $60, and personal got $20. All as expected. That was a total of $396, which makes sense because went up $42 from what I budgeted for dining out. So everything else went as expected. So we're happy with that. And then we get to my saving. Mm-hmm. So this is where the fun is. This makes me happy. Insurance, I budgeted $89, but I put $362 towards insurance. And then Christmas got $33, which is less, but it's because I'm pulling cards. I'm pulling playing cards for that. It's just a little challenge to get to $500. And then emergency fund got $244 instead of the $14 that I budgeted for. I thought about just subtracting it from the total amount, but then I would have had to redo the math because this part was what I did last. So we're just we're just gonna leave that as it is. We're gonna leave that as it is. And then $339 went to school, $34 went to furniture, $126 to wedding. And these numbers are not random. These numbers are based on what I put as my goal month for what I want to put towards these things. So for the month, these are actually most of them are fully funded. So we are fully funded for the month. We reached the goal for the month. I'm not total amount here. Okay. But that brings my subtotal to for my saving to $1,138, which leaves $14,000, which is what went to debt. So $9,733 to credit cards, $2,500 to legal debt, and then $1,767 to student loans. So that is a lot. This was not comfortable. But yeah, 14,000 total. Oh my God.
I'm not even comfortable receiving it.
You're not receiving it, your debtors are receiving it.
Yes. And also, I'm going to have to get over it and just make sure that I stick to these budgets and take the intentional steps to move into financial stability.
And make more money.
I got to get a summer job. And make more money.
Yes, because this is not...
No.
It's not doing what it should be doing.
This is not where we live. This is just a place we visited for a minute.
Thankfully. Okay. So that is it. That is all. There was actually one more transaction, but I decided that I was going to cheat because the math was getting on my nerves. And how I was trying to make things line up because in case you didn't know, we don't have the same bank. This isn't all one bank account. This is his bank account. Well, technically it's a joint bank account. But it's his money. So this is his bank account and this is my bank account. So in order to make the math work, I had to do some finagling with all this. So I made the executive decision that I was gonna shuffle that one little transaction over to the next budget. It's taking from savings, but it's fine.
It's not like it disappears. It just moves to to the right a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine. The math will work out for the month, and we'll all be happy. It's fine.
Sure.
Yep. But yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No. Intentional steps. When things, just because things go differently than expected, you got to stick with the plan in order for things to get back where they need to be.
Yep.
And that's what we did here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And hopefully next paycheck, our neighbor will reimburse us for this month's utilities. And then that will kind of put us back on track. Mm-hmm. That would be fantastic. But that's the problem with splitting utilities with your neighbor. If they don't have it, then what you gonna do? You still gotta have your lights on. You still gotta have your power. So yeah. Don't get a ghetto apartment, y'all. I love you.
And you deserve financial stability.
Have a great day on purpose. Bye.